Well, summertime is here. Most of the kids are out of school for a couple of months. But for those kids that are out, studies show that taken out of the classroom can set them back a little bit.
Yeah, a learning method developed nearly 50 years ago in Japan is helping kids on Delmarva stay on track even ahead of their class.
These kids are hard at work. Some are working on math, others reading, but none of them are in their school. They're at Kumon.
Kumon has two types of students. One is remedial student and the enrichment student.
Kumon is the world's largest after-school math and reading enrichment program, and since no two students are alike, each student learns independently.
Our big mission, our big goal is to help kids become independent learners by developing strong fundamental skills and then giving them the skills to learn on their own so that they can progress through higher and higher work.
Bob Blake is an instructor at the Kumon Center in Salisbury. Before working here, he taught math in public schools.
One of the big frustrations for teachers is that we just don't have time to give the kids the practice they need to get good at this before we have to move on, because the calendar marches on. It's just the nature of school.
Good job. So kids here are getting that practice and then some.
We start them at a point where they are successful, so where they know how to. Our placement test is designed to kind of find a point of mastery where we know everything leading up to that point is mastered. They're strong at it. The level of mastery that we require is pretty high, and so they usually start with some review work, and so it's skills they know how to do, they're just not very good at them yet. So they would practice those and each day. And so the work that they do initially is pretty easy to finish. They do it pretty quickly, and there's rarely a mistake.
Bob says students often come in with little confidence in their academic skills.
Yeah, we do. Sometimes some kids are very resistant, even younger kids sometimes, because they don't feel successful in school. It's always, and studying, reading, math, or science, or whatever it might be, it's always a negative to them.
But are able to build that confidence all on their own.
What is that?
The sun.
The sun. Good job.
One of the big joys of being an instructor here is seeing those kids, who come in and, oh, I hate math, I'm terrible at math, I can't do it, and then a year down the line, maybe 18 months down the line, come in and tell me, I got the highest grade on the math test.
And those students who are already keeping up with math and reading at school are able to work themselves to an advanced level.
Within 6 months, we saw the result. They did very well, and they were ahead their grade level.
There's no motivator like success, I think, and because they are successful, and I try in my planning to keep them in that area where they are successful, even though we've added a new concept now, a new idea, but they're able to do it on their own and learn on their own, and seeing themselves learn on their own, I think, is motivating for anyone.
A new Kumon recently opened in Dover, just in time for students in Kent County, Delaware, to fill the summer learning gap.
They take that big step backwards by being off all summer, and so it's challenging to catch up again or to review again.
According to the Johns Hopkins Center for Summer Learning, on average, students lose approximately 2.6 months of grade level equivalency in mathematical computation skills during the summer months.
That's one of the big strengths of Kumon has been to give kids something keeps them busy learning during the summer, and instead of going backwards, they're actually going forward.
And with Kumon's emphasis on self-learning, Bob says the kids usually head back to school in the fall with a sense of pride and accomplishment they may have lacked before the summer.
And it's interesting because the method that they use really boosts the kids' confidence, which, as you know, helps them learn because they can do what they're supposed to. I can do this. Yeah. The Kumon method was developed in Japan back in 1954. There are currently 4.2 million children studying Kumon in 46 countries and regions worldwide.
How about that? That's amazing. Well, the kids can also get a lesson in the arts this summer.
Up next on Delmarva Life, from arts and crafts to painting, even glass blowing, a couple of art strolls you won't want your family to miss.
Delmarva Life, live at its best here on Delmarva.